Hello, my name is Stephanie Zinzun and I will be doing my unit on Latin American art. It is for my Spanish 3 class that consists of juniors and seniors. There are going to be California State Standards and World Language California State Standards that will be addressed in the unit, as well as Technology ISTE standards. The unit objectives will include students being able to draw conclusions about the methods in which artists are able to reflect their cultures through their artworks, and they will also interpret the way artists use their artistic abilities to send messages to the people to reaffirm and strengthen their identity. Materials will be used that will be both technological and regular, which will include handouts, papers, pens, pencils, Chromebooks, smartphones, tablets, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Prezi, cameras, the smartphone camera, printers, and various internet sites. Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence theory will also be included in this unit. I will have made various activities for verbal linguistic learners, logical, mathematical, visual, spatial, bodily kinesthetic learners, musical, rhythmical, interpersonal, and intrapersonal, as well as naturalistic and environmental learners. As an educator who is going to be shaping the minds of future generations, we have to understand that our students have been immersed and have grown up with technology, and therefore we have to make sure that we're including different activities in our lessons that will get them out of their seat, and so that they're not just sitting down and taking notes the entire time. Verbal linguistic learners will have activities that will allow them to read and learn about art. Logical, mathematical learners will have activities that will include having them organize, classify, and analyze works of art. They will have activities that will allow them to design surveys so that they are able to track how other students are learning in the class as well. Visual spatial learners will have activities that will allow them to organize the various artworks. They will be able to compare and contrast them, and they will be able to list them and sort them into a timeline and then present that through a PowerPoint presentation or a Google Doc slide presentation or a Prezi presentation. Kinesthetic learners do best when they are more involved in hands-on activities. So for this unit, students will be creating their own works of art. They will be creating their own murals. They will be able to work with a partner, with a bigger group, or by themselves. Musical rhythmic students learn best when they are able to find patterns in something, listen to something, or if something is musically and they find the beat to it. So for these students, they will be identifying patterns in the artwork, and they will be making presentations as well. They will be allowed to include music in their presentations, and the music will have to correspond with the time frame of the picture. Interpersonal learners will have various activities that will allow them to work with other students. There will be activities that will call for them in a larger group setting. For example, there will be a mural project that will be due where they will have to work together to create a large mural project if they choose to work in a group. Intrapersonal learners prefer to work on their own. These students will have activities that will have them writing their own ideas in their own personal online journal. They will have to upload their findings to the class blog. They will have to research on their own, and there's an activity where they will have to create a proposal each student will have to make it so this activity will be enjoyed by learners that benefit from the interpersonal intelligence. Finally, the naturalistic environmental learners will also benefit from various activities. For example, they will have to go out and take pictures and manipulate those pictures to look like works of art. They will have to follow the directions that are in the web quest that will be presented to them on the second day of the first week in this unit. I believe that my students will enjoy learning about the topics in this unit. For example, how Frida Kahlo would challenge the gender norms that society had expected women to follow, and how she would pay attention to detail in order to show her culture and her integration to the American culture, and how that kind of didn't work out for her and her relationship with Diego Rivera, and how he was such a great muralist and how he was able to educate many people who weren't able to go to school, and how he was able to have them feel a sense of nationality and strengthen their idea of being Mexican, and how modern architecture boomed in the 1900s, for example, in UNAM, a university in Mexico, how the architecture is now different, but it still incorporates different aspects of the Mexican culture and their history so that the people don't forget. And also touching on Argentina, how the art and the influence of what happened in 1976 of the military dictatorship, and how that is still present in Argentina. This video really helped me think outside of the box in different ways I can help my students enhance their learning using different methods of technology, different activities, so that all multiple intelligences are being acknowledged in this unit. I now know how to make it a little better. So I really liked it, and it was a fun unit to make.